Damn. Gosh. All right. Cool. Cool. So, hello. How's it going? A lot of stuff's happened. I'm not gonna get into it now, but I am the man, the legend. But anyways, so a lot of stuff's been happening. I gotta get stuff prepared. But in recent drama, recent controversy, we're gonna get into it right over here. My apologies. I thought I had my shit preloaded. Guess it didn't. Like it's a massive dump. But since I'm like a little too lazy to record, I was gonna live stream it because I'm like, you know what, fuck it. Oh, why not? Where's my camera? Where is my camera? I'm like, where'd you go? But no. So a recent controversy, right? If you didn't know, Jason Page, voice of Pokemon, did the Pokemon theme song, did singing for a Pokemon song, right? Decent singer. All right, let's be real. You know, voice of a generation is what he calls himself, but I believe that's Michael Jackson. All right, let's be real. Made a bit of an oopsie by scamming some kids. All right, scamming some kids with a not so good grading company and a one-of-one like promo card that's not even official Pokemon cards. It's just one-of-one from a specific grading company, right? Stupid, super scummy. At the same time, he gets called out by most of the Pokemon community for a good reason, because he scammed kids. He did a trade with some kids. He gave them a signed Jason Page card, told them the value of it was like, because he does like signatures like 150. I told him, hey, it's in your best interest because, you know, this card is like damaged and stuff like that, which we'll get into that. But he signed the card, gave him the signed graded 10 card to the kids, went like, yo, this is scummy, this is fucked up, what's going on? You know, that was a bad trade, that was a bad deal. But Jason Page came out and said, hey, you're a piece of shit because, or you're a scumbag because you gave the kids a damaged card. He was like, what? And on the whole internet's like, no, you're lying, you're lying. Now, I said that too, to an extent, and I apologize for that, I'm gonna be real. But the difference is, Jason Page came out here with evidence, and this guy responded. So, let's get into it, because Jason Page is a scumbag, okay? Why'd you give a kid fucking, like, signed signature and, like, a fake card that's graded? You could have just given an actual card and just signed it and said, hey, man, look, you like Gengar? Cool. Here's a Gengar EX signed by Jason Page. Here you go. End all be all. Now, let's take a look at this. Hold up.
Well, Jason Page, you got me.
Hold on. Let me see this.
Well, Jason Page, you got me. That Gengar is the Gengar I gave the kids, and yes, it is damaged.
This right here discredits this entire vendor. I was supportive of this motherfucker, but hey, man, fuck me, I guess, because he was being nice and reasonable. But at the same time, you upcharge these kids. You're a scammer as well. You're a piece of shit as well. Because look, if you go on TCG Player, right? Let's be real. A TCG Player, Poke Collector, or Collector, Rare Candy, whatever you want to use for grading. If you just go to TCG Player, right? Here. Gengar Mystery of the Fossils, right? Base set, whatever, what you want to call it, right? Damaged Hollow goes for $69. This motherfucker upcharged it to $150. This vendor right here upcharged a Pokemon card $50. If not, no wait, sorry. $100 damn near. Let's just lowball. Because this is the original price for it. A damaged hollow foil. Because that's what he said. This is what he says. Listen.
Jason Page, you got me. That Gengar is the Gengar I gave the kids, and yes, it is damaged.
So why the fuck would you sell? And not to mention, right here, I'm gonna look this up too. Hold up. Hisuian Growl. Not to mention, right, that he also got, this is the trade that the kids did. They did Hisuian Growlithe, which is 40 near mint. Let's just do that, right? 40 near mint. Also, Mega Charizard EX promo. I had like a few of these. I sold them because I'm like, I don't really like Charizard all that much. I like Lucarios, Gengars. I like Reshiram, Zekrams. I like those kind of cards. But $40, right? So let's just 47. No, let's do $48 for this, right? $48 because it peaked around the time I recorded. So $48 plus 40 bucks, right? You put down a calculator because most vendors do 80% if you're fucking respectable. Calculator, so let's do like 40 plus what? 48, that's like 80 bucks, right? 80 bucks damn near. 80 bucks. 80 fucking dollars. And you upcharge this kid. Oh, and then you get to do percentages because what? 0.8, right? 0.8. 70 bucks. So the kid's getting finesse kinda, but no, he's like saying, oh yeah, this isn't worth that much. It's actually worth double because like he had the Growlithe, he had the Charizard, you know, I was trying to be nice as well. But you know, I wanted to be, you know, dear kids, and I give him this damaged card that I fucking upcharged to $150. What a piece of shit. Utter piece of shit. This is 70 bucks. So that's not bad. If it's just the $70, cool, great. But you upcharge it to 150 bucks. The fuck? Because here, hold on, let me bring up his previous video. Hold on. Because he said it was near mint. Hold on. Let me go to his shorts. I think he might deleted them. Hold up.
So you pulled this out of a $10 pack?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Out of the vending machine. He just said he was gonna buy.
Out of the vending machine.
Vending machine right there.
Whoa. All right. Market on it is $4.40.
What percentage would you give me extra?
You know what? For you, I give you 90%.
Okay, 90%.
I give you $400 straight.
What do you think it was gonna be 85% cash for it?
375, 85% cash. More than that.
Big one or no big?
Oh my God, this kid's cooking me.
Yeah, 380.
He's a shrewd negotiator. I'll do 380 for you, buddy.
Oh, thanks.
Of course.
Let's go. I want money.
Thank you so much, guys. Enjoy the show.
A few moments later.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, came back to trade with these two cards as I
Take
showed.
these.
So yeah, 70-cent market.
He used my money for it, so I want to know if that was a good deal.
Brother for his brother. Very nice brother. Right?
Why are you trying to sell it then?
He has like this wires or more. Which is this Gengar?
That is 150.
Mind you, 150, right? 150 for the damaged card. 150 for the fucking damaged piece of shit card that he upsold to these kids, man. It's worth $69. And they gave him what, 70 bucks? Just trade him for those two. Cause he tried to play it nice as like, oh, hold on, I'm gonna let this play out though.
Do you want to? I got the Gengar for a really good deal. I mean, do you want to just trade these two for the Gengar?
Yeah.
And that's where you, no, at this moment, I was like, there's no way he was like, you know, I'm about to fleece these kids, but you know what? Let me be nice, respectable man and say, hey man, this is worth what it's worth. It's worth 70 bucks because it's damaged. Here you go. At least he did that. But here you go, hold on. But he tried to go to Jason, but the two kids tried to go to Jason Page, say, hey man, this is a good deal. Got 150 bucks for it. It's like, no, it's not. Jason Page called him out for this shit. Let me get back into the video. My apologies.
But you are misrepresenting what that Gengar is and what the actual value of it is.
How?
So the Gengar that you guys saw in Jason Page's response video, that is the Gengar that I gave the kids.
Okay.
No, he did not damage it. No, he did not alter it in any way. Now you might be thinking to yourself, that's a horrible thing to do. Why would you do that? You scammed those kids.
Yeah.
And I'm here to explain what the Gengar is and why the value of what Jason Page has given it is kind of wrong. Now I know not everybody's gonna understand this, and that's okay. I'm going to explain this in the best way I can, and I'll explain it in the same way that I explained it to the father when I gave the kids this card. This Gengar is so damaged that, believe it or not, it would grade at a PSA 1. Actually, you probably do believe that. Now, here's the funny thing about a PSA 1. A PSA 1 of this
They're not graded. I don't understand these vendors that sell shit. Because I went to a vendor deal. They're like selling some cards, right? Where it's like, oh, this card's like, you know, pretty good condition. You know, it would sell for like PSA 8, PSA 9. And I'm like, okay, how much is it? Oh, it's worth that price. And I'm like, is it graded? No. So why the fuck are you upcharging me for it? The fuck? And just walked away. Like this shit's stupid. This entire argument of like, oh, it would have been great at this. No, it wouldn't.
Card is actually valued at about $300 right now.
Okay.
And there's many different sales to prove that that is an
But it's not graded. You have a damaged hollow foil.
accurate assumption of this card. I purchased this Gengar from another vendor knowing that it was damaged.
Okay.
And knowing that there's people that come up to me that want to collect damaged cards or buy damaged cards so they can send it to PSA and get a PSA 1. I think my evaluation of this card at $150 is very fair because
Not at all. Cause not at fucking all. What?
at the time in May, you could buy this card from me for $150, send it off to PSA for $30, and then it would become a $300 card.
But the kids are just there to collect the cards. They're not worried about making money. Now, the first kid with the Rush Ram, I understand that. I have a Rush Ram too. I have the white one. Pretty good card. I'm not gonna sell it. I'm probably gonna get it graded through tag, but even so, it's like the whole point of the two kids there was like, all right, cool. We like cards. We like Pokemon. We're not here like to make money unless their whole point of it is making money. Then buyer's remorse because the kids say that. But trying to upcharge a card that's damaged significantly and trying to say to the kids, oh, you can get a PSA 1, make your money back, if not twice over. I'm getting scammed out this deal. No, you're not. You're scamming these kids because, like, what if it doesn't get a PSA 1? I have to get a PSA 2 because I got a PSA 2. What's it called? The Crown Zenith Secret Gallery for, or like the Origin Form Palkia. Not worth it.
To me, that felt very fair. That is how I got to the market value of $150.
The market value for it is what, $70? Just trade those two cards for $70 and not try to like upcharge the kids or like tell them, oh yeah, this will be so much more. But here's a good deal for you.
But I understand you might not all agree with that, and that's okay. I get it. This is not for everybody. You might not be a damage collector, but just because you're not doesn't mean there isn't damage collectors. That's why I had that card. Now let's talk about the kid, and let's talk about why he got that Gengar. I have all the raw video evidence of this. These kids came up to my table multiple times throughout the day. They were trading to me, they were talking to me, they were having a good time. Now when the little brother came to my table and was trying to trade me this card, I offered him a couple different options at anywhere from 90 to 100% trade. And he didn't really like
That's even... Okay.
those options. And then he saw the Gengar. That Gengar was never meant to be traded to him. It was never my intention for a kid to love that Gengar. I bought it with the intention of selling it to a damaged collector, not trading it to a child.
Then why the fuck? No, bro. This shit pisses me off. Like, I also don't get vendors, right, that have product that it's like, oh, not for sale. Why the fuck do you have it there? Oh, this card right here, it's meant for so-and-so. And I'm like, okay, cool. Did you text the person? They're gonna show up here. I know they are. Alright. Like, the fuck? That shit's stupid.
But he asked how much the Gengar was. I told him that is $150. His face lit up and I thought about it. I was like, you know what? It seems like he really wants this Gengar.
What did I say? Anything for $30 for this?
Yeah.
Mind you, right? The market for it, $70. He was gonna offer the kids about 100%, if not 80% trade, if not 95% trade. They would have gotten their money back regardless, like $10, $5, right? $15, right? But him trying to upcharge this Gengar by selling for $150 is fucking absurd. And for the chance of getting a PSA 1.
How much is this Gengar?
That is $150.
Yeah, tell me, try to ask me something. I know you do.
You know what? Do you want to?
I feel like at this moment he felt guilty about it. We was like, I shouldn't do this. That's bad.
I got the Gengar for a really good deal. I mean, do you want to just trade these two for the Gengar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, how much do you say that one's like prices right
It's $150.
now? 150?
Yeah.
But I made the decision in that moment that I was just gonna give him the Gengar for his cards. And in the unedited clip, I said, whatever, I'm gonna lose a little bit of money.
Regardless, it's kind of a bad deal still. It's a damage card.
but it is what it is.
We can make more money, but he likes it, so here we are.
And in that clip, I explained to the father what this card is, why it is priced there, my logic behind it.
So this is damaged enough to be a PSA 1.
Okay.
PSA 1s are sought after. Like, way more than a PSA 2, 3, or 4. Yeah.
I wasn't scamming anybody. I didn't say, hey kid, you want this card for your cards? Give me your really good condition cards and I'll give you this messed up card. None of that happened. I wasn't trying to pull one over on the kid at all. But he really wanted the card, so I gave him the card. And then I explained the card to the dad. And I explained to them that a vendor might try to cook them on the card. And I wasn't explaining it to try to be like, oh, my card's more valuable. I was explaining it as thoroughly as I can. I explained that it was gonna be a PSA 1. I explained that it was damaged. And the kid...
A chance of it to become a PSA 1. They're not guaranteed. Because I had a damaged card. Yeah, PSA 2. Like I said, the Dialga, the Origin Form Dialga from like Crown Zenith, right? Got PSA 2 for it. I thought I was gonna get it. PSA 7, 8. I got finessed. But man,
loved the card. But okay, I'll be on your side for a second. Let's say that I'm completely wrong. Let's say that I'm completely off basis on this. Let's say that my $150 evaluation of this card is not accurate. We're gonna just
that's your evaluation. It's not even graded.
Go off TCG Player. TCG Player, you cannot see pictures of the cards. You don't know what you are going to get.
But that's the thing though. You don't know what you're gonna get, but there are listings for it. Because look, if I go through TCG Player, I scroll. Oh my goodness, what's this right here? Lightly played. What's this? An image? Oh my goodness. That's damage. Fuck you mean there's no images for it? It's also based on like, oh, how many, like the selling data, the sales data. Now I will wait. What was it? No, it's not that. Hold up. I will say as well, there's this dated listing, but I think he went off of this. This is one overarching price for it. Because what's this? Damage is 70, damage is 70. That's LP, which is likely played, but that's a whole different story. That's LP. Damage. So damage is $70. Like, you're still trying to make excuses for it, dude.
I've ordered many cards on TCG Player, and I'm not knocking TCG Player. It's just sometimes it gets a little sketchy. Ordering a damage card from TCG Player, it could be a card that they damaged themselves. Now, you may be thinking, wait, that doesn't make any sense. PSA will not grade a card 1 if you damage it yourself. But if there was recent damage into the card generated by you, not naturally occurring damage, they know, and they will send back your card as altered. They will not grade it at a PSA 1. PSA 1s are not easy to get. Let's play devil's advocate here. Let's say it is an $80 card. I'm with you. It's an $80 card. The card was damaged. Or $70. We'll call it a $70 card. Okay. His total market value on his cards were $77. That I was very transparent about. I was transparent about that with the dad. I was transparent about.
It's not. It's $88. The market price for those two cards are $80. Now, I might be wrong. Let's double check, right? Let's double check real quick. We'll do the sales data thing I did just now. Here, look, see. Hisuian. Go over here. Other listings, okay, 30, near mint, okay, cool. Let's do filters, near mint, pop it, cool, lock it, view sales. All right, $30, all right, cool. 35, let's just average, say 33. Charizard, near mint, view data, near mint, view sales, 45. So I guess he's right. So like 30, like $78, right? Yeah, $78. Yeah, he's right on that one. So $78.
That in the video. You guys can look the comps up on those cards if you want.
And take these.
Yeah, 70-some bucks.
Let's say I did trade the kid in a 1-to-1 trade. So I traded the kid at 100% then. That seems fair. That seems valid. So
you did say that you were going to trade him at 95 to 100%.
So if I traded the kid at a 1-to-1 and then he brought that card over to Jason Page and then Jason Page said, hey, what do you got there? You want to trade your card for my card? And the kid said yes. We've seen in other videos that his signature is not that valuable, that he makes up his own prices. Now you could also argue to me that I made up my own prices, but
you did.
My prices, there is comps for PSA 1. If I kept...
But it's not a PSA 1 card. It's a damaged holo card.
This Gengar after this show, I would have sent it to PSA to get graded. And I will put my money where my mouth is.
But you didn't.
If Jason Page wants to sell me back that card at $150, I'll buy it from him and I will go send it off to be graded. But anyways, the kids walked over to Jason Page's table. Jason Page traded his card for the Gengar card, and then they came to me, they told me about the trade. I didn't think it was fair. Regardless if the market was $50, $80, or $150, the trade for this Gengar to Jason Page's cards was still not an equal trade, no matter which way you want to paint it.
How much are you asking for that Jason Page auto?
It's like 30 as well, right on the money.
So I will say, I spoke to the dad, I told him everything that's going on the internet, all the drama with all this stuff and everything, and I told him that the community wants to give these kids some Gengars, because a lot of you guys have reached out to me to give Gengars away, and I think it's super awesome. And he said, that's awesome, that's amazing, I love to hear it, the kids are gonna be stoked. There is a mission to get your kids more Gengars.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's something to be all about for sure, because I think he does miss that card, and, you know, he was in the wheeling, dealing mode. And,
I know. Well,
you know, he was, the place was, you know, just so vibrant, full of action, and he wanted to, you know, partake in the dealing going on. And I think he probably got in a little bit over skis on that one, you know. He was like, wait a minute, I'm caught up in it, and, but, you know, they had fun, we laughed, everybody had a great time.
I also asked him about his experience with Jason Page, and he said the kids had a great time. Their first interaction was awesome. Jason was super nice to them, and it was good. But after finding out that the signature didn't really hold any intrinsic value, that's when they weren't that pleased with it. So the kids did end up going back to Jason's table. Jason was not there when they went back to his table, and they traded back out of the robo grading card. I don't really 100% know if they asked for the Gengar back, but they said they didn't want this card anymore. And so instead of getting that card, Jason Page's team gave him a different card that was signed by Jason Page.
At least this is better. All right. Here, what is this? Hold up. Lapras, Ret Lapras, pop sticker. I think that's a pop sticker. Hold up. Lapras, pop sticker, pop socket. Lapras, pop series. Hashtag 121. No, that's not it. Is it 2? Pop Series 2? Let's just... So, it's about 40 bucks? 30 bucks? I don't know why they marked it up this high. I mean, probably the signature, but still, like, this is like worth about $40-ish, yeah?
And then I didn't end up seeing them for the rest of the show. They didn't leave the show feeling like they got scammed by myself or even Jason Page, which is a good thing. The bottom line is this: I know not everybody's going to agree with me, and that's totally okay. There is two sides to every single story.
Yeah.
But my side is, and I still stand on it, that I do believe the value of that Gengar was $150. And once again,
It's not. Even if you try to grade it, right? If you sell a card at the table and it's like not for sale, all right, cool. If it's damaged, I'm buying it for the damage price. I'm going on either apps, whatever listings they have online, whether it be eBay, whether it be Amazon, TCG Player, whatever, right? I'm looking at the pricing for it. If it says damage, last sold $70, and I look at the other listings for it, damage, LP, you know, list it, categorize it, damage, 70, 65. I'm buying it for 70, or I'm just walking away. It's one of those two. Like trying to say, oh, it would have been worth more. It would have been worth the $150. No, it's not. And if you're trying to sell a card that's damaged and trying to upsell it to other people, saying you would get a PSA 1, make your money back, then you grade it yourself and then sell it for a PSA 1.
I will buy that card back from Jason Page at $150. I will get it graded myself. I grade PSA 1 cards. I send these cards off to go to PSA. This card is damaged. This card is damaged. Look at the back. This card's damaged. Right. I send these cards off all the time because I am a damaged collector. Not exclusively, but I do collect damaged cards, and I think PSA 1s are cool because there's love in these cards. There's a story behind these cards. Why is it this damaged? And I think that's really awesome. So if Jason Page doesn't want the card, I'll happily buy it back for $150. But I'll tell you what I won't do. I will not pay $150 for a Jason Page signature. I think that is exponentially overvalued. This Gengar, I don't believe it is overvalued. If we want to call it $80, that's fine. I'll buy it back for 80 bucks. But I will not be paying $150 for a Jason Page signature on a card that is not authorized by the Pokemon Company. Thank you.
Okay. And that was his argument. I gotta say, all right, understood. You still fleeced those kids, man. Let's be real. You try to. He felt guilty. I know he felt guilty about it. He was like, I fucked up. You know, I'm about to charge these kids $150. You know what? The market price for it, it's actually 70. So here you go. I'm actually doing you a favor. Like they're both, and we can check the comments too. Bro, really sabotage themselves. You can tell. Bro barely jumped into Pokemon vending and then the boom tab and great way to kill your rep. Yeah, PSA 1 premium claim is the best beat. Yeah, exactly. It's fucking stupid. BB collectors, a type of vendor that sells fresh raw cards. Yeah, I saw 3 of those ones at a store and a vending. Like, why, dude? There's no point of it. It's so fucking stupid. Jason Page is bad. Like, giving the kids like that fake card, that was some bullshit. Let's be real. That was some fucking bullshit. That was some bullshit. But no, him trying to be like, you know, this card's worth actually 70. I'm giving you a deal because it's actually worth 150, and then you can send it to PSA, get a PSA 1, then you can get $300 back. You're making your money back. And it's like, no, dude, just give us the $70 card, send it off. If we want to, we just want to collect this cool Gengar. That's it. What else is here? So why didn't you send it? Yeah, exactly. Wait, he lied. I don't want to click that. I'm scared. Yeah, because you bought it in the show earlier because all these vendors. Yeah. It's fucking scummy, dude. Alright. Well, we also have bad news from Reckless Ben. I say highly go support Reckless Ben. He is doing phenomenal work trying to hold these police and people accounted for. Rickles. But no, this would happen.
Episode 3 is finally finished after crazy all-nighters and basically destroying my health. But I can't post it or I will go to jail. And not only that, I will also immediately lose my lawsuit of $300,000, and the GoFundMe we made for Brian will go straight to this mystery company that I am no longer allowed to talk about. They sent court papers to my email, which I guess a judge approved for them that this was a valid form of...
No. You don't understand how deep this fucking corruption is, dude. They try to... Reckless Man, this guy right here, did a whole investigation regarding a dude getting his entire Lego figures set collection finessed and stolen by bricks and minifigs. And then there's people vigilante, you know, beating up workers and shit. Don't do that shit. That shit's stupid. Don't do that shit. If you want to put your time and effort, give your time and effort to Ben, help him out, do the best he can. But Ben tries to give the paperwork to the 2 people, which is like, I don't know their names. I'm gonna call them John and Joe, whatever, right? Gives 2 paperwork, or tries to, but every time he tries, the entire police department in this county is like, you can't do that. You're harassing him. Bomb threat. We're gonna raid your house. We have a gun to the back of your head. It's like the level of corruption in this fucking I think it's in Utah. Hold up. I think it's in Utah. Is it in Utah? Yeah, I think it's in Utah where this is happening. It's fucking absurd.
Service. And so now that I'm officially served, I can
can't talk about it,
even mention this company or I will be in jail and everything. Normally I would be like, screw the big guy telling me what to do. I'm going to do what's morally right. But in this situation, if I do that, then all my friends get screwed with this lawsuit and we lose all the GoFundMe money we raised, like immediately. Yeah. So
it just sucks to see, man.
I am no longer allowed to even mention this mystery company. My personal opinion is that this is unfair because this order was put on me because this company was telling the court that I was making bomb threats. I was planning...
All false, by the way. Just wanted you to know that. This is them making like, oh, he's threatening us. He's demanding stuff from us. No, dude, we're just asking you, hey, we won the lawsuit, we won this court case battle, give us the money. We're trying to serve you other two papers. Excuse me. Trying to serve you other two papers so we can get this stuff going. They just want the money. They just want the money that you leased from Reckless Ben and like the person that tried to sell the collection. Like, what the fuck?
I'm murdering the manager and employees.
Yeah.
Which
all false, by the way.
Obviously I didn't do, and you can see that in the footage.
Yeah.
The only problem is I was not given a chance to share my side. The court just heard their perspective, not mine.
Yeah.
So because I wasn't able to share my side, I am now no longer allowed to talk about them, and looks like this might be it. So, yeah.
Blatant corruption at its finest. I'm gonna link y'all Reckless Ben's video for this. Here, hold on, let me go back. I'm gonna link y'all Reckless Ben's video for this, because it's very scary that this is happening to him. Bricks and minifigs. Oh, damn, they leaked his email. Damn. Well, what's crazy is that he tried to serve these two people as well. Like, he tried to serve both the people responsible for it. But every time he tried, the police were involved, trying to be like, oh, you can't do that. Oh, you can't do that. Oh, we can't do that. Oh, we try to contact him. Oh, you still need to serve him. We tried, but he won't respond. Oh, you still need to give him the paperwork. Oh, we try to do this. We try to do that. Oh, you still need it. It's like, you can't work with these kind of like blatant corruption. Blatant fucking corruption. It's very sickening. It's very sad. Very sad to see. But anyway, have a good one. Cheers. I'll be re-uploading some of the clips from that Jason Page video onto my YouTube, so go check it out. Also, thank you so much for my recent support regarding the Metal Gear video. I had a lot of fun with it. Very struggling, very hard. I'm very upset that we couldn't do it entirely cutscene weapon focused, but yeah, man. Other than that, pretty much it. Have a good one. Stay safe. Drink your water. Go for that run. I'm going to the gym after work, so I'm gonna be blowing out my kneecaps and legs. Work hard, study hard, man. As you could see, I am focusing on other things. It's very interesting. Predicament and all that, right? But yeah, have fun, man.